Okay guys, welcome to Clunkers and Classics. I'm going over the final prep for Hot Rod Power Tour, which I'm taking this 78 Nova 6-cylinder. Mainly taking the 6-cylinder because, you know, the price of gas. Just about 3 days ago it finally hit $4. It was $4.05. The next day it was $4.15. I don't even know what it is today, but the Love's up, this was at Walmart, the cheapest. At Love's it was $4.35. So, and Hot Rod Power Tour is in 1 week from today. I'll be leaving this time Saturday morning, 1 week from today. Okay, so I've been driving it, drove it a few times into town and back and stuff. Everything seems to be going good on it. I hooked up a water gauge, temperature gauge right there. If you can see it, there was a little deal like this with the end busted off. I don't know what it was, electrical or vacuum. So I put that there, and I think the factory one is right there for the idiot light. So anyway, I'm going to take this hose apart and everything and put that on there. So I got a temperature gauge at least. It runs that's all I hooked up. I didn't hook up the amp or the oil. I mean, you run out of oil pressure, then you're screwed anyway. Anyway, it runs about 190, and then it gets up there to about 200 if you're just stuck in traffic at lights and stuff. Okay, the AC is working, but like I mentioned before in another video, it blows cold. It mostly comes out of this vent here. It's not coming out of the other vents. It's coming out from the bottom defroster thing. So it's blowing cold, and it's been, oh geez, I don't know how long it's been now, a month or two since I charged up the AC, just the factory AC, and it seems to be working. It's a little, it bogs down a little bit when you turn on the AC compressor, and but you know, if it craps out, it craps out. I'll just be stuck. Not stuck, I mean stuck without AC. Other than that, it hasn't used no fluids. Seems to be good on that. Okay, so I think we're ready to go. The brake light's still stuck on. I think I unplugged this and plugged it back in before and it stopped, but I don't know. Brakes work fine. Not worried about it. Started loading up some stuff here. Got tools. Got extra oil, antifreeze. A little cooler. Got a fire extinguisher, very important. Spare, jack, 4-way. Still got a lot more stuff to go here. Then I have my big suitcase with clothes. May put that in the back seat, I'm not sure. I think I'm just going by myself. I have a friend of mine in Tulsa, old friend, and I contacted him, and then he contacted me back, said he was going to call, and he never did. Then my phone screwed up. I had to get another phone and lost all my contacts, so I can't even contact him back. But anyway, I think I'm just going to go by myself. Me and Puppy are going to go. Bring my dog everywhere I go, every time I go on vacation, whether it's Colorado, Florida, stuff like that. So the Hot Rod Power Tour website says, please do not bring your pets. Power tour stops are usually on asphalt and it gets very hot. It is unfair to the animal. It is respectful to fellow participants, fans, to leave animals at home. So obviously they're anti-pet there, but fuck them. They're not going to force me to take my dog out of my car. So, will I be allowed in the event building? Probably not. Who knows? If not, I'm not too concerned about it. Hot Rod Power Tours advertises the world's biggest road trip and the world's biggest rolling car show. So 90% of it is just driving, stopping, mingling with people in the parking lot, looking at cars, stuff like that. They do have the main building for, I don't know what's in there. I've probably just sponsors selling stuff. And then at a couple of venues, they do have drag racing and slalom courses or something. Of course, I won't be entering any of that with a 6-cylinder. So, anyway, I may not be allowed in the events with that with a dog, but oh well. Okay, let's go over the power tour. It's 5 days, 5 stops. Day 1 starts Monday in Memphis. It was at the Memphis International Speedway. I forgot what happened. I think they closed it down. It's going to be at Liberty Park. Okay, day 2, and then you drive from there to Nashville. I lost my little notes there. I forget how many miles it is. I lost my little notes. Okay, so then you okay, so they have Hot Rod Power Tour representatives. You don't have to follow them. They give you a map of the route that they recommend. You don't have to take that. You can take any route you want. But if you take the route they're recommended, which the representatives go on, then you're supposed to have fans and stuff on the side of the road, and you know, meet up at different spots and stuff like that. And I'll probably take that. But if you're ever in a rush, it's probably going to go through a bunch of little towns and a little bit longer. But if you're in a rush, if you broke down and you're in a rush to get to the next destination, you just hop on the freeway, I guess, and get there faster. Okay, so day 2, Tuesday, is at Nashville Super Speedway. Okay, day 3 is outside of Birmingham, Alabama. Okay, so the times to leave, the representatives leave at 8 a.m. every day. So if you're at day 1 in Memphis, the next morning you leave at 8 a.m. And basically, I guess they figure it as a 4-hour trip to the next city. So you get there at noon the next day, and then that event center is open from noon till 6. And I guess it shuts down at 6. Then at 6, you, I don't know, go party, go eat, go to your hotel room, stuff like that. Then the next morning, 8 a.m., you take off to the next city. That's how it's supposed to work. Okay, so day 3 is in Birmingham, Alabama. The next day, Thursday, is Pensacola, Florida, at the Pensacola Fairgrounds. And then day 5 is Atlanta Motor Speedway. That's where they'll have the I forget how much it was now, an extra $50, and you can take your car for a lap around the speedway. I didn't sign up for that. I signed up. Now the prices are all different. You can just go for 1 day, 2 days. I think it's $60 per event. And the long hauler is all of them, and it's $170. So I just paid for that yesterday, and there was only 100 tickets remaining when I signed up. I'm just Waited till last minute, but I got in. Last year they had 3,500 people. I don't know why they have a limit with 100 left, but okay. So the long haul is 170 for all 5 days. If you want to sign up for 1 day, if you live, I guess these are for people that, if you live in Memphis and just want to go out for the day, at 60 bucks. So for 5 events, 60 bucks, that's 300. It's almost half price just to sign up for all 5 days. I may skip Atlanta on the last day, but if I do Atlanta, then you get a plaque and a certificate saying you did the long haul and all that stuff, and I don't know if it's worth doing all that. But basically, I lost. I think it's going to be about 500 miles out of my way. It'd be a lot, 500 miles less if I left from Pensacola and came home, rather than going from Pensacola to Georgia and then Georgia back home. Okay, the whole trip, I think the whole trip for the, if you started it at Memphis and ended at Georgia, I think it's about 800 to 1,000 miles. But then, of course, it's getting from where I live to Memphis and then getting back home from Georgia to there to home, which it's basically about 2,500 miles, 23 to 2,500 miles round trip. Okay, so if I knocked off 500 miles and another day or two of driving, I may do that instead of going to Georgia. So anyway, this Nova here, I restored it on this channel. I got the playlist. It's you click on the Clunkers and Classics name, then playlists, and I don't know, there's 17 or so videos of this. It wasn't that bad a shape. I bought it as a non-runner for 500 bucks. It's got the original engine transmission in it. Mileage is unknown. Reads 20,000. Probably 220,000. Who could be 320,000? I don't know. So yeah, I bought it for 500. It was a non-runner. I got it running. And then all the videos are of, I think I put new brakes and shocks and, redid the interior. And of course the paint and body. And just the stuff you come across, restoring an old car. I got put the new tail lights and bezels and stuff like that. Basically, this is basically a bare minimum type restoration. I didn't spend too much money on extras on it. Oh, I got a new master cylinder, but really not too much at all, really. Including the 500 I paid for it, I got like 3,000 in it. That's it. Okay, the tires are just good used tires that I had. They look good. I can't see anything too bad about them, but I don't think I want to risk them going 2,500 miles, especially in the middle of summer. Be 100 degrees out probably. So my Chevelle over here, 69 Chevelle, I did that probably about a year and a half ago. I bought new tires for it, new tires and rims. Okay, and they got like 100 miles on them. So what I'm going to do is bring this around, and I'm going to put these tires and rims on the Disco Nova. And that way I don't have to worry about tires. They're basically brand new. Well, almost brand new. I would like to take the Chevelle there, but I don't have the AC working. The Disco Nova, I lucked out that the AC works and probably gonna need it. I'd like to take this 72 Nova finished last time, but there's no AC in it. Still needs a little, you know, front end alignment, stuff like that. But yeah, I'd really like to take that one too. If it was the middle of winter, I'd take it. Take that or the Chevelle. But they'll all get their chance of going on road trips, and that's what they're built for. They're built to hop in them and drive. Although, you know, most of them need little stuff. Okay, so I'm not sure exactly where this video is going. That's just the introduction of what I'm getting done to it and getting ready to go on the road trip. So I will be back with when I get some more information and stuff, if I got any more information. If not, I probably will be hitting the road with it. I haven't contacted any other YouTubers to meet up with them or anything like that. It's basically just going to be whatever I run into, and I'll take videos of if I meet any of them, and you know, just videos of in the parking lot looking at the cars, stops at the different gas stations, and you know, stuff like that. Whatever tourist attraction type stuff that's there, I'll video all that. Who knows how much footage I'll have. But anyway, I guess I'll be back when I hit the road in a week, unless something comes up. Well, let me come back and I'll show you the tires from the Chevelle when I put them on here. We're gonna see if they fit. Well, they'll fit, but make sure they don't rub. I'm gonna put them on there and then drive it and make sure that it doesn't bang around and rub and all that stuff. So they're 275 60/15s on there. So I don't know, looks a little bit lower there, but it could just be the ground. A little bit taller. I think it's because it's sitting a little uneven. So anyway, yeah, let me come back and I'll show you the tires on it. And I'll probably go for a ride in it, make sure it doesn't rub. Okay, so I'll be back. Okay guys, I swapped tires. They're clearing right now, just sitting. But I don't know about going over bumps and stuff, whether they're gonna hit. You know, it'd have to be a pretty big bump for it to hit, but too many hits is going to scrape the sidewall. The front ones here, see, these are 15/8 rims, so the rims are wider. Then this tire is a 60, 225 60/15, whereas the ones I had on it were, I think, 215 65, so a lot smaller. So these ones here, same thing. So I'm just gonna have to take it for a drive and see. Boy, they look awful small on the back of that Chevelle, and real big on the back of this Nova. I still got, you know, probably another 100 pounds of weight plus the dog in the back, so I don't know, hopefully it won't squat too much farther. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, I just took it into town, about a 20-mile trip, get some barbecue. No rubbing or anything like that. So if y'all got a Nova like this, 15/8 rims, 275 60/15s on the back. Although, you know, I got this jacked up with the shackles, so you're gonna have to jack it up a little bit or else it's gonna rub. These front ones I was probably more worried about. They are 225 60/15s, 15/8 rims. I was afraid of them hitting when it turned, but it didn't. So everything's good on that. Gas prices went way up. It just hit $4, $4.05 3 days ago. I just put in some gas at Walmart and it was $4.35. So who knows what it's going to be in a week when I leave. Okay, what else? Oh, the other day, started it up when it was running rough and dying. The damn float bowl started overflowing again. And leaking. So I'd take the carburetor apart and it was the it got trash in it, and I didn't have I don't want to take this air cleaner off again, but the filter that goes in the carburetor here, I didn't have one in there because I have a filter down here, right there. So anyway, I took it apart. I still had that Chinese one that didn't work worth a shit, and I took the needle and float and filter from it and put it in this carburetor. Of course, I cleaned it all out. It's all little bits of trash. So this filter here is probably clogged up now. And that's what you get for using an old tank. This thing wasn't sitting for 20-30 years though. It was only untagged for about 5 or 6. But I guess that was enough to cause some crap to get in the old gas tank, and it's sucking it through. So yeah, okay, the speedometer's 5 miles an hour off. If I'm doing 50, I'm really doing 55. I don't know why. Well, could be because of the bigger tires, I guess. I used a little deal on my phone app there to see how fast I was going, because it seemed like I was going faster than the speedometer was showing. Okay, it's got a little bit of a shimmy around 60, and it feels like the tires are out of balance, and it probably is, because I got my own tire machine. These are brand new rims, brand new tires. I mounted them on there, but I don't have a balancer. So I think on Monday I'm going to take them and get them balanced. I know a place there. I just pull right in, they'll jack it up, take the 4 tires off, balance them, put them back on. So I think I'll do that Monday, and we'll see how it drives, but it doesn't matter. I'll take it anyway. I can't see it being anything else, but okay, so I think that's all. I'm going to drive it some more during this week, but I think that's all I can foresee on it. I did put in a little I never did disconnect that buzzer. I did put in 2 little power things here for adapters, you know, to put in charge my phone and everything. Yeah, I just used a regular screw hole that was there. I didn't drill another one there, so it looks kind of shitty, but I got my stereo, works good. CD player, brought some CDs with me. Okay, like I said, the AC is working good. The compressor kind of squawks a little bit sometimes, mostly at idle. So the only thing I can foresee happening is this compressor just craps out. If it does, oh well, just take off the belt, go without AC. So yeah, put in the comments if you think this thing will make it for between 2,000 and 2,500 miles. Tell me what you think's gonna fail on it. Could be anything. It's all, you know, I haven't changed over the alternator, radiator, water pump, nothing. It's, you know, I'm sure it's not original, but I'm sure them parts have been replaced at some point or another. I don't know when. So yeah, put in the comments what you think's gonna fail. I think I can get just about anything along the road, you know, at parts stores. If something does fail, I can fix it. Okay, so I'll come back during the week after I do some more stuff to it, get the tires balanced, stuff like that, check it out a little bit better. I mean drive it some more, and so I'll do all that before we go, and I'll just make this video of, you know, from now until I leave, and then we'll start, because I'll title this one like, what is the Power Tour and what's it about and where's it going and all that, just so you kind of get that information of where I'm going and all that stuff. So I'll title this one part 1, and then part 2 will be a little bit of driving down the highway to the first destination, which is Memphis. And probably nothing, you know, unless I break down, then I'll record that. If not, I'll just record maybe getting gas, meeting people along the way, and then what happens in Memphis. And depending on how much action type video I get, may do 1 video a day. I don't know if the other thing is the motel rooms. I'm kind of limited. All the motel rooms are going to be booked. There's going to be over 3,500 people, or 3,500 cars, probably 7,000 people. Everybody carries an extra person. And then who knows how many people show up for the day of. Chances of getting a hotel room is very slim, and I'm limited because I got a dog, and I usually stay when I do road trips at Motel 6s, because they allow dogs free of charge. Either that, or I'm gonna have to find a little, you know, hole in the wall dumpy place that's off the beaten trail, and I'm winging it. So I'm not gonna reserve any motel rooms or anything like that. Okay, so how hard it will be to upload every day, I probably won't. I may wait until I get back and then upload whatever footage I got, you know, day 1 through 5 or something like that, or just a couple of videos of the whole trip. Okay, so I guess I went over everything for the trip. So yeah, let me know if you think it'll make it. I'm pretty confident. I'm almost 100% confident it'll make it there and back with minimal problems. But you never know. It's 44 years old, guys. You know, I know most of you growing up with cars like this, and there used to be a million of these things on the road, and it doesn't look that old compared to, I don't know, my 70 Le Mans or the 69 Chevelle. I mean, just the difference between the 69 looks like an old muscle car, even back when it was 10 years old did. And then this always looked like a newer car. Well, it ain't a newer car no more, guys. It's 44 years old. So will a 44-year-old car make it on this cross-country type trip? We'll find out next week. Okay, so I'll be back between now and the end of the week before I leave. And if there's stuff to go over, I'll go over it. I have not checked the gas mileage yet on it. I probably won't until the first day when I'll fill it all the way up. And I don't know how far I'll make it. Maybe Hot Springs, Arkansas, and then fill it up again. And then I'll find out the mileage of it. But having a 70 Nova back in the day with a 6-cylinder, it should get well over 20 miles to the gallon. But we'll figure it out for sure on the way. I know the AC, if I have the AC going, it's going to cut down the mileage a little bit. But anyway, I'll be back before I leave. Okay, guys, I'm fixing to leave tomorrow. I washed it all up, so get a good look, because I usually don't wash them this good. I usually just rinse the dirt off. But this one I actually used cloth and some soap. Okay, I did get the tires balanced. Brought them into town, and made a world of difference. So no shaking. So, and I only got it up to about 70, 75, and it seemed fine. So, should be able to cruise at highway speeds pretty confidently without no shaking and worrying about something else. I couldn't believe balancing tires made that much difference, but it did. Okay, I rigged up this little fan here, just kind of temporarily, just in case it gets hot. It does about 190, and then when you get in traffic it goes up a little bit, but that was when it was like 90 degrees, 88 degrees that day. Tomorrow when I leave, it's going to be 101. On Monday in Nashville, it's going to be 101. So this heat wave is gonna, it looks like it's gonna follow the whole trip. I don't know, I didn't check the temperatures Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but it's all in the south and it's gonna be well over 100. And if it's slow going traffic through these little towns. Anyway, I rigged this up from a junk car I had. I just put a toggle switch here instead of putting it inside. So I'll just stop, open the hood, turn it on if I'm stuck in traffic or slow moving. Just in case it gets hot. Because that's the biggest thing in the south is getting hot. Okay, I did find my other little note here. From where I'm at to Memphis, it's the first stop, 448 miles. Memphis to Nashville, 206. Nashville to Birmingham, 193. Birmingham to Pensacola, 254. And then the biggest one is Pensacola to Atlanta, 324 miles. And then from Atlanta back home, another 832. So that adds up roughly to about 2,300 miles. And then so basically, I'll save about 450 miles if I come home from Pensacola, instead of going from Pensacola to Atlanta and then Atlanta home. I'd save 457 miles, probably 10 hours of driving, so I may do that. Okay, so I think that's it. I'm pretty confident that it's going to make it. So I'll try to post something, some type of update during the week. I'm going to schedule this video for Monday morning. And Monday morning is when I should be in for the first day in Memphis. After that, I don't know if I can post any updates. Like I said before, I don't know about the Wi-Fi, the speed. I got slow ass speed here. I got the satellite from HughesNet. It's supposed to be high-speed satellite. It takes, the last video for the Nomad, I know it was like 50 something minutes, but it took 15 hours to upload. Guys in the cities are doing it in like 10 minutes from high-speed cable internet. No, not me. We don't have anything like that here. It takes 15 hours. What it would take from a hotel room with Wi-Fi, usually those are slow as hell too. So if it's going to take, you know, 10 to 15 hours to upload, I'm not going to be able to do it. I have to wait till I get back. I'll bring my laptop with me and try to edit and do all that. But if it takes more than a few hours, I'm not going to stay up all night and do it. So anyway, I'll try to do some updates. If not, I'll post there all the good stuff that I got. Hopefully to meet some other YouTubers. Vice Grip Garage is going, and DD Speed Shop. Although DD Speed Shop, he's going to tow his car there, which is, I think, cheating. So, I don't know. I know what those cars look like. I think Vice Grip Garage is driving that big four-door dually. Or no, is it a dually? Whatever it is, that big old four-door square body truck he's supposed to be taking, but I don't know. He posted something about Instagram. He's still testing it or something. And then DD Speed Shop's bringing the old 50, whatever that is, 57, the Black Widow NASCAR tribute. Supposedly, you know, you never know. You might I don't follow that many YouTubers, so I don't know who else is going to be there. I know I watched the Dragon Drive there today that ended, and oh, that girl there that drives the 55 or whatever it is, Alex Taylor, she's supposed to be doing the hot rod thing. Her, I don't know if her dad is or not, just the announcer mentioned her. I'd like to meet her dad there. He's pretty good automotive builder. And I don't know who else. If I see anybody else, I'll try to not interview, just say hi to them or whatever, get them on camera saying hi or whatever, wave at them, stuff like that. So stay tuned for some of that stuff. I'll see if I get some action shots if people are going to be doing burnouts, and they usually do that on the Dragon Drive. They sit there and do burnouts in parking lots and stuff like that. So yeah, just stay tuned for any of that stuff. I'll get what I can. Mostly probably be a lot of old muscle cars in the parking lot and stuff. Like that, just kind of like walk-arounds, checking out cars, talking to people. Okay, so subscribe if you haven't, like, comment, share, all that stuff. I got bumper stickers, $5. I'll put it in the description. Pay through PayPal at my email, clunkersandclassics@gmail.com. Help out the channel. So okay, we'll see y'all next video. Thanks everybody for watching.